Chuck always looks like that.
There. So for you guys at home, you're interested in what's going on today, we're going to start things off where we always do.
Chuck, please.
Skin content.
See, he always looks like that.
Is Let the Heavens Rave. Yes, Zeus.
Oh, yeah.
Let the heavens. Oh,
Chuck, I
shit.
This is a community request that we finally did, right?
It is. It is. That's exactly what it is.
And so why did it take so
Yo, DJ Zeus coming at you hot.
We have a whole schedule of things that determine when we need what.
It is.
Yo, I'd call DJ Zeus daddy, man.
Right now is
seriously.
rave time.
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
Machine.
Yes.
He's got his ground effects shoes.
Are they bubbles coming off?
Bubbles.
He's got light tube technology.
It takes me all the way back
He's
to the
got
90s
pulsating
right now.
headphones. I mean,
Jamming.
Oh God, they are. The music is bumping, dude.
Right.
Oh, look at
It's
that
bumping.
as a note, we almost went with young Zeus, but DJing out the beard was way funnier.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Listen,
Middle-aged
Zeus has been raving for years already,
Oh,
okay?
I
So he should be a
love
little
it.
bit older by now, in my opinion.
The beard is just a key part of Zeus as a god. You
This
know?
is a
Can't cut
good
that.
skin.
Let's have a
True.
Except
little
when we
look
made young Zeus, but shh.
at
Right.
some of the abilities involved in this as well. There's his basic attacks for you guys at home. Always have glowing on the ground.
The targeters, yeah.
Oh my
Targeters
God,
kinda
the
change colors.
targeter changes colors. Oh my God.
Little ravey gradient.
Even the auto tag animation sound has changed, I think.
DJ Zeus, the logo.
The cool kids right now would be saying he's dropping the beat with those auto attacks.
Yes. Yes, give it to
I
the
love the
bottom.
auto attack sound. It sounds great.
It does sound really good. Shield go down too.
Oh my God!
I haven't actually heard this
Just
yet.
keep dropping that part.
Are you
over
kidding
and
me? That's actually amazing!
So for you guys at home, when you're playing
Look
against
at
this
that
skin,
equalizer technology.
it's so cool.
It's so technicolor.
And the ultimate
No, you're in a tight space. Go in an open space.
open space
Come
pod.
on.
Come on.
Oh gosh.
You don't want lightning storms in
Let's do it.
tight spaces.
Oh God!
God.
Like, I haven't seen any of this skin.
Yes!
Skins this patch, but all I saw was card art.
There's a whole scaffolding with lights and dance floor. And
Oh my goodness.
So bad. Look at that.
No shortage of effects. Was the slow loving.
That's so good.
That was amazing.
This is the best skin they've released in
Well, let's move on to what Tina did
forever.
in the part of this skin. I believe you were involved with the voice pack here.
Ever.
Yes.
Tina, if this is bad, you know who to blame. If it's
Wait, you know
good,
what? No, listen, okay?
Okay.
It was really hard to channel my inner DJ, and I just went online and was like, man, how am I gonna figure out this voice pack? And I just looked up shit DJ say.
Okay.
And
Stuff.
yeah,
Stuff,
it was,
yeah.
it was
Things
great.
DJs
I got
Well,
a lot of stuff from it.
let's
And you
see
held up
what-
one finger.
poop things DJ Zeus says.
Yeah! Solid
Oh
beats,
man, I had
yo.
to put some, you know, I had to put them in
This
there.
club is packed. Bro, I'm the headliner. Defend middle lane.
I'm the
What do I look
headline.
like? I don't take requests. I can make a sick remix out of your constant whining. Your mixtape was trash. Everyone's going wild for dubstep. Stop dropping Godstep. Yeah! Yeah!
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, of course it's got a bleep in it. It's Tina Skin. You need a bleeper for her all the
Oh,
time.
there's a bunch of bleeps in there.
Yo, isn't there a
Surprise.
special emote, Pawn?
Now, I was about to move on to that. There is a special Heavens Rave Zeus VXG already.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, there he goes. What?
Nice.
Yeah, buddy, dude.
That's
this
gonna
one-
fill all
Look at
those
it.
slow moments.
Yo, I need to get Little Mama all up in here dancing with DJ Zeus, dude.
As soon as the game loads in, before you buy any items, just hit
That's
that
some
for your
straight
team.
daddy right there.
Get the
Let's
get the
go.
dance tracks going.
Man,
overall.
I'm
That's
gonna
the
have to
main
play
thing.
some Zeus now.
This is. I think a lot of people are gonna be playing Zeus now.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna ban it every rank game on purpose now. Not because he's OP, just because I don't want people to use the skin. That's all.
Well,
just to be annoying.
to troll him.
I
You
mean
are
like
such
that.
a nice, cuddly person.
That is
Too
me.
loud,
That
too.
is me.
That's
The cuddly
amazing.
part is correct. The rest is not. That's about it.
Obviously.
I don't know why they showed this skin
The
first. The
Zeus
rest of the
new
skins are
skin
gonna
of the
suck
Heavens Rave. You will
comparatively,
also
you know?
get some mastery updates as well.
Oh, okay.
So good old Zeusy boys.
As we
gotta
do,
look at those.
updating the gods that get other things with the standard things.
Yeah.
He's probably been here for
Yeah,
a while,
yeah.
right? Got
Yeah,
masteries
yeah.
a long time ago. So
Look
this is
how
really nice.
wet and sleek his male musculature is.
Well, he's in the middle of a
It's amazing.
thunderstorm, so.
He's like a seal.
I wish my grandpa looked like that.
Let me just put the seal. Why? Oh, yeah.
And there's a golden version for you boys and girls at home to have a little look at that.
Actually looks pretty
And
good.
then we should also have the
Golden
legendary
bolts.
as well.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Nice.
still sad
That's
that I
hot.
realized only too late after HRX that I need to dress up my dad as Zeus.
Your dad look like Zeus?
Because
Well,
he's a
Zeus?
Santa Claus, yeah, so
I wasn't sure if you were saying
Santa
your dad-
Claus equals Zeus. I just need to make him a robe and
We
get
can
him an LED lightning bolt to hold.
Hire him as a featured cosplayer next year.
Amazing.
And there's a little look at those. We've got a nice little 180 of that one up front
Yeah,
as well.
these look
with
great.
Diamonds on.
So much.
DJ Janice versus DJ Zeus epic music battle.
That's
I'm
what
in,
the-
dude.
the Heaven's
Oh, everybody close your eyes. They're showing nips on stream, dude. They're showing
Music
nips.
theme.
Just leave it on.
Need
No,
to
please
get
don't
that
ban me.
happen.
Please.
It needs to happen. Well, let's look at Zeus. Next up is going to be another new skin for Final Boss Thanatos.
Oh, yeah.
And in good fashion as well, he legit looks like a final boss that I've seen before in the past, that's for sure.
Yes.
Dark and sexy Thanatos.
He might remind you of
He's
many
so
different final
He's
bosses.
so troubled.
He may remind you of
Damage
many
dealers.
different final bosses.
This one turned
No,
out so well.
no
too.
influence in
I've not seen
particular
it in-game
from
again,
one
so I'm
final
excited to see what it
boss
looks like in-game and
or another.
Oh, that looked great, so hopefully it feels the same in-game, and it does.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look at him. Misunderstand me.
Is he petting his?
That's true.
Completely original idea,
Of
course
not
it is.
taken from any other.
Souls.
Oh,
Listen,
the wings
the
listen
game
to
at
you.
all.
When you're alone, sometimes you stroke your weapon, okay?
Oh, yeah.
It just keeps you
Oh,
in
yes.
check, okay? Just in case.
Just the shaft. Though.
That went
Totally
too,
know
that
which
was too
weapon you're
far.
talking about, guys.
See, I pushed at it. Chuck and you just went too far.
Look, he's
like
a
classic.
Yo, Chuck just got fired. Chuck just got fired, dude.
Well, Pawn's an
You
expert
can't
Thanatos,
play
so I
with
should
your
say-
shaft by
say good
yourself.
things
That's not
about it.
okay to say on stream.
Well, there were some feathers.
That's not okay, Chuck.
Plumage.
Yeah.
I do see some plumage coming off, that's for sure. There's a basic
Chuck
advantage.
better update that resume.
Against any Thanatos player. And then if he misses his ultimate, then you're really looking like any Thanatos player as well. But let's have a look at the Death Cipher as well. Speed up.
Pretty cool site.
It's a nice bright blue color palette.
This is for the people that need Archon but can't. Yeah,
We actually had to
basically.
redesign the emissives to make sure that Thanatos was a different color than the other Thanatai.
Yeah, this is
Flock of Thanatoses is Thanatai.
Pods or
Thanatostes.
Thanatostes. I like that one, actually.
That's the best jungle player I've seen Pompon do all year.
Get him, Pawn. Get him.
Yeah.
If only we could get Odin Bot to blink away from you at that time. Oh, that'd be so funny.
This also, I believe, comes with a voice pack as well, is that correct?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Well, let's have a little
An
listen into
edgelord.
that as well.
That would be so funny if he blinks away. Oh my goodness.
I might just spare you.
That was weird.
How impressive. I am the last face you'll see.
Ooh, I like that one.
Defend middle lane.
And he has a face now, so that's
That makes
Oh,
sense.
yeah.
fitting.
He finally
Yeah.
does.
No mask.
Your
Although I love
crimes
his angry
against
mask.
myself and this world
Thanatostes
are
death
not
flavored
forgotten.
cereal. Yup.
You will
Yup.
pay for what you have done. You thought you could destroy the land and not suffer the consequences. I'm just a boy who loves his mother. Is that so wrong?
That's
I'm not compensating for anything. It's
I
just
don't know
a
what
really
state
long
you
sight.
grew up in, Tina, but, you know, like, that is wrong in some places.
That was a lot of backstory for just some
There
jokes and
really
taunts.
is.
You know,
It
you,
was.
he's a
Yeah,
villain, but he really
God.
feels like his actions are justified. He clearly has some
Attachment
developmental,
to his mother.
some issues, some,
Yes,
some.
he's got, you know, he's a mama's boy.
He's got some complexes. That's a perfect last.
I don't even know what just happened.
Well, that's, a,
My girlfriend's
I don't even
never
know.
understood me.
that's a little... But my mum has, quite
Yeah.
clearly.
She's the
Yeah.
only one.
And that's why he has
No
to
one can-
compensate with
you-
his scythe.
No one can match up.
And that's Thanatos. Next up, we can move on then to Conqueror Nike, or Nike, whichever way you want to call it. There's a little look at her. Beautiful.
It looks like the
yes.
Capri skin. That looks just like the Capri skin.
Oh, wait until you see it swinging around in game. It's like
The
on fire
flag,
and stuff.
as Chris Larson says, the
A
flag.
flag.
And the hair really was one of the key focal points for this one.
And the crystal wings.
What was the key focal point with the hair?
She has a different hairstyle.
Oh, okay. I was like, what was
It's
it?
a little
Was it-
less Ruby Rose and more.
She killed Kepri and she's wearing Kepri's shell. Oh god. Oh, she killed Kepri.
She has a workout band around her. She's about to, you know, like in
It's
the
a circlet.
in the 80s.
It's an
No?
angelic armor piece, all right?
People in chat saying
Alright,
her hair
sorry.
is lovely, so we seem
Oh,
to
Yeah,
have
her hair's
that's
lovely.
great.
Look at that.
Yeah, I love
Hit
the
that
rainbow
marker for
wings
now.
too. That looks
Yeah,
awesome.
they turned out really cool.
And she has
The
full
wings are
armor
by
this
far
time,
the coolest
boys.
part.
Her armor's pretty
guess.
full.
Yeah, more full than her unfull.
Oh yeah, these
one.
weapon swings are really great too.
Ooh, yeah, sexy. Go Edward. Shout out to Edward. He's probably not watching the patch notes show. Hard at work.
Well, if you do know Edward, give him a shout out when you see him.
Chuck giving shout outs to all our ex-artists.
Salisbury.
So there's a look at Ren for you.
Power it up.
Nice and glowy.
Woo! Was pretty cool in the last one.
The leap.
So when you're being OP, you can look OP.
Yes,
Quick leap.
I agree, chat. Definitely thick.
That's not what
Thick.
they're saying.
Yeah.
She doesn't seem stupid to me.
No, I think they mean like.
I know what
Okay,
they
okay, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Oh, Tina. You're so sweet and innocent sometimes.
What? When does that
Look
happen?
oh yeah, the wings.
Yo,
and
that's
and
kind of
stuff.
cool on the
Oh,
ulti
yeah, it
though.
looks
Extra
cool.
glow.
She has the helmet on and stuff. It's so sick.
That's pretty
This
cool.
also
Do it
comes-
again, do it
Yeah,
again.
do it one more time.
Do it again, bud.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the helmet looks dope.
I like it.
She's pretty
Now
fearsome.
I wish she always had a helmet on.
Well, let's listen to the voice pack as well.
I like
The
it.
helmet for the gameplay tell.
I like it.
I
am a
I
nice
applaud
beans.
you.
Is she gonna speak more Lord of the Rings Elvish?
Superb.
Just that one time.
All I do is win. 3 of you against me. Let's go. Okay, so why did the gods invent wine? So Bacchus could never win any battles. Ha!
And there you go.
That laugh.
With the Nike Conqueror skin is going to be available. Next up
Skin
on the list, we're going to
ruined.
give you today Swashbuckler.
Ruined.
Sano is going to be here.
Oh yeah.
That's-
This
that's
We're
a
good
pirate.
again. We're good
That's a
again.
pirate.
Why did they take the steering wheel out of me pants? Because it was driving me nuts.
Oh, nice.
I think that's a tier. That's a privateer
is.
joke.
But it's good to
it's
do
a
in
classic-
the pirate
classic
voice,
one.
But
like-
now we can continue to fill
It's a
out
pretty
the
hot
list.
Susano right
So
there,
much
dude.
tear and Susano, I believe there's others as well.
I'd let that Susano drive my
Kali,
pirate
Vulcan,
ship, dude.
This is just the
Holy.
newest edition. And you know, he's got a little bit of a different flair to him too, as far as the other pirates
He
go.
can search for my buried treasure.
I feel like I've seen him somewhere before.
Yeah, same.
Yes, this
I don't
pirate
know
might
why.
Let's
be
go.
familiar to you.
Can't quite
I
put
have
my
heard of
finger
him.
on
He
it.
might own a very black ship.
His booty be the best booty.
But I have heard of him. That's all I can really tell you. So that's his base model, obviously, with his normal standing pose.
Yeah, that skin is sick,
Well,
dude.
this casual, laid-back Susanoo, you know, goes
Yeah.
well with this type of pirate as well. It's nice.
It's sick.
All right, Pawn, run around and do some cool stuff.
Show us cool stuff, Pom Pom.
It's legit just Captain Jack Sparrow. It is, dude. It actually is.
Oh,
Oh yeah, he does that.
That is great.
He does individual hoes.
Oh yeah.
He actually says ho ho
Any
ho.
way you want.
Ho ho
That was
ho.
maybe even a yo ho ho.
so it's yo ho ho, not ho ho ho. I was gonna say.
No, there's many. There's yo ho ho, or you can do ho ho.
It's got all
hos.
varieties of hoes.
You can do hose.
Oh, Tina, you did a lot of research for this voice pack,
Oh,
didn't
I
you?
know. I
A
did.
lot of variety of
Like
hoes.
the watery
Good.
swirl there,
It's very
Chuck.
aquatic.
It turned out
It's an
really
aquatic
well.
theme.
And still stormy, like Susanoo.
Yes. Stormy seas in this case.
And the ultimate as well.
Very nice.
I tried to
nice.
make him sound
yeah.
drunk, too,
Yeah,
so-
no, that was good. I like
Just a
it.
little bit. Yeah, it sounds
a little
good.
battening down of the hatches. So when you were doing the VO, were you like, more drunk?
Yes.
Nice.
Just had shots available in the recording studio, I hope.
Fantastic, look at that skin as well. And this one's going to be available too. And he's got a voice pack with
pretty
him
good.
as well. So let's
Pretty
listen
good.
to Swashbuckler Susano.
Yes. Oh
That's a good
no.
Have some rum. Have some rum.
Have some rum.
Bountiful.
Have some rum.
I've been notorious Sharks, sea monsters, your granny, they all fear me.
He's actually drugged, dude.
Your wife on the
He's so drunk.
Why
Sorry,
is
not
pirating
to.
so addictive?
I thought they
They
cut that
say
out.
once you lose your first hand, you get hooked.
Oh.
What did the first mate see down the toilet? The captain's log.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I had to,
Tina,
AJ.
that's such a
I'm
Tina
sorry, I
joke.
had to.
That's a good joke. That's a good one. That's actually really good.
I really thought we were out of pirate jokes.
I'm
I
sorry,
believe
I'm
I
sorry.
even heard Fish proclaim that at one point. But your
I
ability
did
to
it.
keep finding more
God.
pirate jokes is absolutely unbelievable to me.
I made some. I gotta make some stuff up sometimes, you know.
I've struggled with it
jeez.
before. It's tough, but well done.
Do we have enough pirates now for an entire?
Oh,
we have more.
This is like the 7th or 8th one, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's at least, I think there's one of every class too, so you could actually play a reasonable balance.
Come on, stop pulling the creeps away from.
There's a pirate, but I think if we're gonna have a pirate, we should also have a wizard, and that's
Okay.
exactly
yes.
Yeah, buddy.
Right,
Yes,
calm down,
yes,
English.
yes,
Calm
yes,
down.
finally.
Calm down. Calm
Okay,
down.
I'm calming down.
Go on.
So, I have been waiting for this for so long.
After seeing the
He
card art,
has.
I have been waiting for this
It's
for so long. I didn't
so
realize it either.
troll.
Unicorn.
Oh, yeah.
Guan Yu.
This is actually
he
just.
rides a freaking unicorn.
This is the most troll.
It's going to be available in this patch as well.
It's just the most troll thing I've ever seen in my
how
entire
whimsical
life,
he is.
dude.
Who's
He's
so
so
happy.
Look at his face, dude.
You
Who
wanted
was
this,
sat in
like,
his
Oh
island?
my
You know what?
God.
He needs to ride a unicorn and look like a wizard.
It's just Gandalf, dude,
Well, so
riding on a
it was
unicorn.
A combination
Like,
of factors.
Yes.
The Guan unicorn discussion had come up a large number of times, and then I realized that Guan Yu's skeleton matches
gosh.
being a wizard because he already has a beard
That's
and
true.
robes
That's true.
and a big staff thing.
But we had some other concepts that were more traditional fantasy wizards, and we had some other
And
concepts
I
more
was like,
unicorn,
nope.
like crazy,
Oh,
like
We're
techno.
going
shit.
full whimsical cartoon.
Chuck brought them together
My Little Pony
this is
unicorn.
hilarious.
in a beautiful
It's
way.
happening.
The dream.
And look at this weapon and armor set he's got. It's just awesome.
It's like a massive crystal that he's found.
It's so good. It's actually so
yeah,
good.
magic.
And it's rainbow.
And it's rainbow. Oh, this
Look at it, listen. Oh, that's great.
Yep.
Oh, magic sparkles from the conviction as well.
Oh, it's so great.
The effects.
It's really good.
FX team really just hit every single one out of the park.
Oh, the
here.
whole pack. to be
I
fair,
mean,
it's
yeah,
really
of course,
good.
the modeling
All
and
these
animation too.
Out of my way! Out of my way! Out of my way!
You like that, Papa Chuck?
Yes, I'm so.
You proud, Papa Chuck?
Yeah, the amount that I'm excited about this
Oh
particular
god,
skin.
dude, the spin.
I also play a fair amount of Guan Yu, so this is just gonna be.
Such wizard, much
He's one of
wizard.
my favorite
Look how
warriors too.
sparkly he is.
Oh, that passive glow. That's awesome.
All right, stop. Hold, pushing it back, Pom Pom. Get on the horse.
Yes.
You must be cherry, 'cause your horse is just big.
He said my horse is
Say
amazing.
his horse was amazing.
He actually says that his horse is amazing.
Magical
Yes,
unicorn.
He does. He does say it, dude.
Maybe.
Oh my god.
So you can really see this
Oh,
unicorn.
look at that.
It's amazing.
I was about to say a bad word, but.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
Unicorn.
Oh!
Crux is
Just
dangerous.
That was scary.
Just barely.
Just fairly
Is
cleared
pooping
it.
rainbows?
Oh
It's
yes.
pooping rainbows.
Yeah, so we'll lose a little bit of that in the slow-mo, but there's a
Aw,
nice
sad.
rainbow effect that'll chase the horse.
Look at
That's
that,
what the magical
dude.
unicorn looks like.
Go,
too.
Pon, go!
There it
See?
is. Oh, yes.
Rainbow
He
fish.
actually poops rainbows.
Does it taste like raisins, though?
Yes, I mean.
Raisins.
Yeah.
What?
Gotta
Wouldn't
taste
it
like
taste
raisins.
like marshmallows, like
Maybe.
multicolored?
Sour Patch
marshmallows?
Kids, perhaps?
It tastes just like raisins. You know, by the look of its name.
You know where I'm
Maybe.
going.
I know where you were going.
I bet it could turn into a plane.
Thank you very
And then it would turn back again
Family show.
when you tug on its
I want
winky.
to hear this guy.
Okay, okay.
I want to hear this guy.
Ooh, that's dirty.
You're better than most. Woohoo! Woohoo! Oh, fabulous! oh, fabulous!
Fabulous.
I'm a wizard! Well done.
Now that line
Think you
right
could
there
handle my charm?
was how we got Tina, how we got the wizard thing together. She's like, "What's he like?" And I'm like, "He says, I'm a wizard."
It was what defined his whole character, really.
And then
was
we had that
line.
exchange like 10 times for.
Yeah.
But
Let's have a look at the wizards doing what Lance have to say there.
I want
Pod, or
some
we
jokes.
do it
Yeah,
together?
do some jokes sometime.
You guys gotta be
Nothing
quiet.
special about you. Oh, shush. If you don't have a long, silky beard like mine, you are not a wizard. Don't park your unicorn there. Violators will be towed. Ribbit, ribbit. Get it?
Get it? Ribbit, ribbit.
And there is the Guan Yu.
This is amazing.
But not only that, Guan Yu is also getting a mastery update as well, I believe, this patch. So
As we do
probably be able to show
ride
those
that
as well.
unicorn back to base.
I'm a wizard, Harry.
Ooh,
Ew,
nice.
creepy.
Looking scary.
There's the golden Guan Yu card out for that one.
Yo, his
We should
eyes
also
are
show
freaking
off
me out,
all three of
man.
The models for the mastery updates for Guan Yu in game as well. Before we move on,
Freaking me out.
there you go. So regal, so handsome, so deadly. But he's not a wizard on a unicorn, is he? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think I can ever look at Guan Yu again and
None
feel
of
the
these
same
things
way
weirdly
unless he
handsome.
rides a unicorn.
It's one of those skins that's just like, you can't imagine playing other
Fabulous.
skins anymore. Where you're just
Right.
like, I gotta be Guan Unicorn as much as I
It's the
possibly
same way
can be.
Zeus, you have to be Heaven's Rave Zeus now. There's no other Zeus
Yeah,
that can
if you have it, there's no other outfit.
We're
to
probably
wear.
getting close to a full rainbow team now too, which would just be
Sparkly
amazing.
rainbows.
Oh yeah, just kawaiis and unicorns and
Oh, not kawaii. They
and,
don't
and,
count.
and dubstep
Don't
all
count.
over the
Count.
place. Yeah, they do. They
We
do.
need a
do not
whole
count,
set
fam.
of fantastical things now.
Were you one of the Kawaii Scotty haters?
I was.
Oh,
I was.
Yeah.
that was so polarizing.
Yeah.
That skin.
Bless your
was.
heart.
It was
I'm
so
sorry.
polarizing.
That and Bastet, both for me, no.
I can't believe people got so mad about the Kawaii skin. Who cares?
You can just play your
Don't
diamond
buy
pawn
it.
and try hard and all right.
Oh, also,
That was the weirdest
that's why we switched
thing.
to Terra, because I forgot about this bit.
That was the
There is a
weirdest
new
thing.
dance emote available for Terra for all you Terra players out there. Let's see what she'll do when she's dancing.
Terra actually
Dances
dances
by the
like a lame,
I
dude.
know most of the time
It's-
the dances are off something.
So this one was actually hotly debated by the community because she dances in her victory screen.
Yeah.
Lots of people were like, "What dance is this?" It's not actually a reference to anything. And I know you don't believe us. We
Okay.
do it a lot of references, but this one, I've talked to animation. I heard it was just their own creation,
Sick.
and
Oh,
it was
wow.
actually they danced it out themselves to get the feel for it.
The more you know.
So that's one that I've seen lots of speculation.
Yeah, if they danced it out themselves,
Awesome.
that's the
Well,
dream. That's the
it for
dream.
all we have for the skins.
That's
this
what really
week.
matters.
And yeah, Final
That's
Fantasy
working
guys,
hard at
what's your
work.
favorite one? That's a hard choice, actually. That's why I'm like,
Guan
what's your favorite?
Unicorn?
Really? More than Heaven's Rave Zeus? That's a debate.
I mean, I'm
I mean, they're
ponies
so
girl,
close for me. It's a really tough call.
Yeah, the Zeus skin
I
is
love
awesome, but
horses.
I've been waiting for Guan Unicorn for so long that
I feel like I've been playing more mages lately, so I'll go with Zeus, but
Okay.
it's tough.
Okay, well, I'm going to head over to Taco real quick for a quick breakdown as we get ready for the next segment.
What are
We'll
we
be back
breaking
in a few
down?
moments.
Wait, what's happening? What are we breaking down?
Thank you so much, Hindu. And I mean, as much as I love those skins, I can't help but notice how comfortable all those chairs look. But for those of you who are just now tuning in, I do believe
Oh,
that
poor
the best thing
Taco!
we've covered so
She
far
just
is the
wants
skin
a
segment.
desk, man.
So in case you guys missed
Somebody
it, we
give
do
the
have
girl
some
a
very
desk,
interesting
please.
skins coming out. My favorite would probably have to be the Zeus one, to say the least.
Oh, God.
And ultimately, I mean, there's just no way for you guys to not love any of these new skins that are coming out.
Man.
I know that that's something that the community is always
Just give her a
continuing
desk,
to
y'all.
express non-stop support for,
So
and I've got to
savage.
say, design team, you guys did an excellent job with all of these. I mean, between Swashbuckler Susano and the Guan Unicorn, there's just so much to be excited for, and I know I can't wait to get into game and go ahead and give a lot of these guys a go, because that's probably one of my favorite parts of anything, is if you look good, you're going to play good, and I need all the help that I can get, especially.
Taco,
So,
please.
without any further ado, though, this isn't the only new things that we have coming. We're actually going to be having Hinduman coming in live with some more Smite adventures, and I'm sure that you guys are pretty excited to hear all about it, so let's go ahead and check it out.
Thanks so much, Taco, for wasting everyone's time. That's all we want you to do. As you can see in front of us, though, there is a desk.
Good job, Taco.
This is designed just for
Yeah,
Taco.
Taco
Normal size
distraction.
people can't actually use it, however, as it is miniaturized to fit her, as you can tell. Joining me on the set right now is Travis, Deshaun, also known as Clumsy, as you'll know.
Clumsy!
And Matt as well.
Clumsy bought me
Some
tacos.
exciting new content as well.
They had
which Matt
vegetables in
just
them. I
spoke
didn't
about
eat
just
them.
yet, which is called Smite Adventures.
But he did.
I guess Travis should start off. What exactly is Smite Adventures?
Well, as you know, the last time I was here was end of last year.
Fafnir, right?
Yeah, something about Fafnir. Yeah, we
Oh
introduced.
yeah,
first,
this is the new
and
PvE
Fafnir's
mode.
Wonderland, shortly after, which introduced a new game mode that a lot of players were able to come in and play a new game mode that hadn't been seen before. So basically, what we did was, based on the success of that, we thought, what if we took a whole team and dedicated it exclusively to new game modes and new adventures?
Capture the flag.
That's where the idea for Adventures came.
Okay. So these adventures, we're going to start things off with Nike's Valley of Victory, if you've not noticed. Obviously, that's the name of the patch here as well. Clumsy, adventures. How often are we going to be seeing these adventures? Because we start with Nike's Valley of Victory, which we'll get into exactly what that's going to be in a moment. But what exactly, how often are we going to see these happen?
Right, so the first adventure is going to be Nike's Valley of Victory, and that's going to be coming up this patch, of course, and it's going to be going around for around 4 weeks. And then after that, there'll be a 2-week time where we're going to be teasing the next adventure. So we're looking for around 4 weeks on and then 2 weeks off.
Okay, so as long as everything goes into place, it should be 4 weeks on, 2 weeks off.
That's the plan.
Just from around it.
That's a lot of new game modes, dude.
Just to be careful. So I guess without further ado, I guess
Every
we should
4
probably show
weeks?
you a little bit of an intro video of exactly what this mode is before we go into it and what you can find out in this. I'm just waiting for
That's
production to let
crazy.
me know. We can go to that video right now, and we can. So let's have a look at the teaser trailer.
Welcome to Nike's Valley of Victory. Today, we capture the flag. The rules are simple.
Just shit on Loki.
Just go get the flags.
Yo, Loki actually just got pooed on.
And they have the flag.
What the hell, dude?
Oh, a freak out. We have
Look at this map.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt. This is surely the craziest game I have ever seen.
Oh my god.
Working along the side.
Yeah, this actually looks... They're actually really good at trailers. I love Loki getting shit on.
Wow! Up goes the wall. This next
Damn, dude.
Oh! 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 Here comes the ball. Where's the team? Mayday! 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 And their flag isn't home.
Oh. Nice. I'm in.
Nike's Valley of Victory. How exciting this is going to be.
Poor Gooby just wanted it, dude. He just wants the flag, man.
I mean, you're base stealing your flag. Travis, I'm going to come to you for this as well then. Capture the flag. Why did we just choose to do this mode for the opening one for the year?
I don't know. It's fun.
It's just fun.
Yeah. So the first thing that we wanted to do, we wanted to do with these adventures is focus on really fun new gameplay experiences that we haven't seen before in Smite. So one of the obvious ones, taking a page out of the Tribes of Sin book, we decided to add Capture the Flag.
Capture the Flag is going to be here as well. Now, obviously, Matt is on the set with us as well. Matt's in charge of helping with map design and things, and you actually helped to come up with the map that we see for this game mode. So it's going to have a specific map.
The trailer was actually really good.
And tell me a little bit about what went into that and what the design of this map is.
Yeah, so we wanted to do a whole new map for this game mode and potentially do new maps for anything else that we plan in the future, which you'll get to later. But yeah, so we wanted to basically create a whole new map with whole new gameplay that centers around this new game mode because we felt that that was the most fun. We didn't want to throw us in the other maps, and we wanted to really make this event feel like its own thing and not just part of something else.
Makes a lot of sense. We should be able to get into games soon to show you guys a little bit of this. We'll come back to Matt to actually look through some of the map that we're going to see here as well. Now, in the video, Clumsy, there that I did see, if we go into game now, we can do so as we continue talking here. Is Clumsy, we saw some of the gods here.
Whoa.
There's not a whole lot of gods available for this. It's designed for a certain variation of gods.
Absolutely. So when we were looking at our first adventure, Nike's Valley of Victory, we really wanted to focus on the gameplay and the mechanics. In fact, that's kind of what we're going to be doing, looking forward for all the other adventures, is that what really matters is the gameplay. And so because of that, we narrowed down the god list to ones that we thought would be the most iconic and would fit this game mode the best. And so we have the 5 gods you've seen in the video, and you can see one of them here. Ymir. We'll have Ymir, Hercules, Loki, Anubis, and Artemis.
Yeah, one of the things that we noticed when we were trying to create this game mode is, fun needed to be the main focus.
Yeah.
And when we started to play, we noticed that if we just allowed any god in, we wouldn't be able to do some of the cool things that we've done. So the first thing that what we
Yeah,
thought
you
would
couldn't
be
like
most
have
fun
Apollo.
was
and
maybe
stuff,
if you pick up a flag, you actually pick up a flag instead of having it attached to your back. You'll see each god that picks up the flag will have its own animations, and
That's
also be able
cool.
to use exclusive abilities that are flag abilities. So the melee attack, for example, is true damage, and
Just
if you're
true
close to
damage?
true damage,
True damage.
it's very true. And,
That's
and so
cool.
if you get close enough, you get beat down by Amir here.
Okay.
He also has an ability that will dash forward, knocking players back. So if you notice, he's moving a little slower
Yeah,
now.
he's a little bit slow.
Yeah. So when he does a dash, he's
It's
going
the
to knock
same.
players back and get some distance that allows him to maybe get the flag out.
Just like a bit of a speed boost for himself.
A little bit,
pretty much.
yeah, a little
Okay.
bit.
It's kinda
And then
cool.
the last ability that he has available to him is a flag throw.
Right.
Yep.
How far can he throw that?
He throws
Interesting.
about 40 feet.
Okay.
But again, for the sake of fun, this allows for some really cool gameplay because now the gods are not only
That's
flag
pretty
carriers,
cool.
but they're also gaining
Passes,
abilities.
receivers,
Yeah.
and you got extra abilities.
Yeah,
I like
so
that.
we've seen some really cool gameplay where those
I like
flags
that.
get passed between players and they can cap really quick, and
Okay.
also they can be
Nifty.
intercepted by enemies. So
Yeah, you got to be really careful there because your dash is on a 20-second cooldown, but your throw, you can throw it as many times as you're picking it up. But as you can see at the icon in your mirror there, is that if you do throw the flag, you're unable to pick it back up for a couple of seconds. So you can't
smart boys.
exactly. If you're playing Hercules or something, you can't just throw the flag and then dash towards it and pick it up right away. There's a
Yeah.
couple of seconds where you're not able to.
Now this,
Okay.
obviously, we said it a little bit earlier on Matt, about the new map here as well, but there's a sort of cave thing as well that you can go into here as well. If Pom Pom can show us that cave.
Yeah, take a look at the
Ooh.
cave.
Do those
Whoa.
doors like close behind you? And stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, so because we limited the gods,
Yeah.
we could do a lot more cool things with the environment. So the first thing, obviously, is that we can have doors that open and close for
And a
you.
cave.
And the cave, we have interiors now. You saw a little bit in the base. There's roofing in the base, but the cave.
Yeah,
is
this
the
map
coolest
is sick.
Since we don't have Thor, Thanatos, flying ults, we can have people just run around the cave, have fun. This was supposed to be our sneaky path, and so
Okay.
we wanted to make it feel like that.
The Loki path is what we're going to be calling it pretty much.
The Loki path, but at the same time, if you're playing a god like Ymir and you're going to the cave,
yeah, it's
you
Ymir's
can block
path.
someone off right with the wall, and there you go. They're not going that way
Yes,
anymore.
yes, yes.
That's honestly pretty cool.
So, talk about the gameplay of this, just so I understand as well, because I've not asked you these questions before, is like, how many points is it going to be to when you play this game mode? Can you respawn when you die? How do I continue to sustain if I take damage, or you know, I'm out of
absolutely.
mana?
Well, the game mode's going to be first to 5 flag captures.
Okay.
So as soon as flag captures are going to be 5 flag captures are going to be done, then that's going to be the game end. Also, if one team's in the lead, 12 minutes will be the game timer.
Right.
But now, if there's a tie, there will be a 4-minute overtime as well.
Awesome. So, 12-minute game timer,
Okay.
you all even up overtime to finish it off if need be. And if
Yeah,
you
I'm down to play
flag
this.
captures in under 12 minutes, jobs are good, and you can move on to the next one.
That's right.
What about mana regen, and what level do you start? How much gold do we get? What's the spooling and
Right.
things like that? This
So
is important stuff.
Once you go into the game as you're one of the 5 gods, you're going to be starting off at level 20 with a lot of gold, basically. You're going to be able to buy your items inside the sanctum there with the flag, and you're going to be able to resell if you need to and buy again.
Okay.
Now, as you can see, there are no real healers, and there's no real ways of getting health back other than maybe Hercules' ability. But, as we can see here, there are pots littered across the battlefield that'll be able to recover some of your health and mana.
Are all the pots just healing potions? Is it just
They're
a
actually
small
multi-potions. They're going to be
Okay.
giving you back, I think, around 25% of your health and mana for each pot.
And the idea is, I guess you want to find these potions and then continue fighting. There's no reason to try and stay alive if you have mana and health.
Right, exactly.
Okay,
Because
okay.
there is a respawn system. In fact, it's a randomized respawn system that Travis made, and it's absolutely fantastic. And that means you're not going to be spawning in the same place every single time. You're going to be moving around a little bit because the battlefield is small, and it's going to be important so that if you die right next to an enemy, you don't show up right in front of their face again.
Or we just saw that little whirlwind picked up then as well. Was that like a speed boost, I'm guessing?
Yeah. Definitely what we wanted to add in this
Okay.
game mode are things to
So the
allow
speed, but
players
whoa,
to catch
you
the
can
flag
really
quick,
hit the speed.
get out of the base as
Wow.
fast as possible. But also, we just wanted people to blow people up. It's more fun to blow people up, so that's what we chose to do. So there's a damage buff in the map that gives you 40% damage.
40%.
For a
Nice.
minute.
And teleporters
Is
as
a
well.
minute too long?
Yep.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll find out in the grand scheme of
Jeez.
catching the flag.
Oh, he tried to throw it over the
I think
wall.
minute's
That
fine,
was
'cause you gotta
sick.
find them first,
That would have been awesome.
You know, kill them.
Yeah.
What about relics? Can you use relics and things, or is there no relics?
Yeah, so you do get a ton of money.
Yeah.
Basically, you can buy and sell your items multiple times and change out your builds.
Okay.
But the one thing that we wanted to limit is no relics and no consumables. Why no relics? Why would no relics be not included here? Because they're not fun. If someone can age us in this game mode, disclaimer. Maybe I'm biased.
There's a long pause.
You're gonna get memed on that. That's for sure.
Wow.
Don't worry. We're gonna come to be all just sat there waiting. Like, please say in this game mode. Woo.
Okay, in this game mode, sure. We didn't want people to maybe use teleport. We didn't want people to age us. We didn't want people to beads. We want the CC to be strong.
How is Blink not getting mentioned? Obviously, Blink would be the biggest problem. Obviously.
Not be like, well, why didn't you pick this relic? Why didn't you pick these consumables and whatnot? So we limit that. And then when you pick up the flag, those flag abilities that you saw actually go into your relic slots. So you'll use your same key bindings that you use for your relics for the flag throw and the dash.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so the fact that you're not going to be able to use relics such as beads or purification, or ages
beads
even.
Or purification.
Beads, yeah.
All I can think is that Artemis is going to be by far the best person.
But that allowed us to use gods that might not have been used otherwise. So for example, Ymir and Hercules, their CC and crowd control is going to be a huge factor in this game mode.
Okay. Makes sense because can't be limited down as much as well. So let's look at the game mode as a whole. Now, this is available for everyone to play for free. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that right? You can all play this game mode?
Yeah. Definitely. The game mode will be completely free.
It's available for around 4 weeks as a schedule for this.
That's right.
Well.
Yeah.
Now, not only that, though, there is a bundle that you can also purchase to go alongside with this new one. For you guys at home as well,
Can you imagine you had to pay to get this game mode? Oh, lordy.
Skin section.
Oh, lordy. That would have been a world of Reddits.
You'll get 15 Team Worshipper boosters, a music theme pack to go along with this, a Banner Global Emo, which I'm going to come back to in a second, and the Conqueror Nike skin. Now that Banner Global Emo, I believe you were telling me there's achievements in the game mode that you can play that will upgrade this emo as time goes on.
Yeah. So for this, for the adventures going forward, every adventure will include a new game mode and a new bundle of rewards that's available to players. Inside of there will be an idea for like this global emote where when you purchase it, it will have a base effects,
base animation
for the global emote. And as you complete some of the achievements inside of the game mode, the global emote will gain additional effects on top of that.
Okay.
To where once you unlock them all, it'll be the most glamorous looking global emote that you can achieve. Yeah.
So that's cool. The game mode to keep doing that. And there's also leaderboards which are free to be part of as well, from what I understand, Clumsy, right?
Right.
There's going to be leaderboards that people can show how cool they are at this game mode.
Yeah, so there's going to be leaderboards attached to Nike's Valley of Victory, and now there's going to be an MMR system as well, so that it's not just based on win-loss ratio.
Really?
So if you play a lot of games, but you lose a lot of games, you're not going to be on the top of the leaderboards. What matters is you win the games that matter.
Huh?
Yeah. What?
I was confused by that. Say that again? I don't know if did that make perfect sense?
Did that make perfect sense? I'm not sure. It might have been
I'm not sure. I think he was just saying, like, you lose a lot of games, but as long as you win the games that matter, that's cool.
Exactly, because if you lose a lot of games and you have a win-loss ratio, you're not going to be on the top of the leaderboards. But what matters is if you win the games that actually count in terms of MMR. So if you get a high MMR, you're going to be on the high.
So there is matchmaking, is what you're trying to say, involved in these leaderboards. So these leaderboards, like, you'll have a matchmaking rating internally for these game modes. So if you're not very good at Capture the Flag,
everybody was sitting there like, did that make sense to you?
To go forward and, like,
Nothing.
People who are also not very good at Capture the Flag, but if you're good at it,
maybe we should let it go.
It's more to stroke the EP.
No, I have to explain it again.
It's all going to be in the bundle.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, one other thing in the bundle as well.
Let me hit on that on the leaderboard. I just want to say that I think that the matchmaking's working. I haven't lost yet.
No.
Like, right?
Yeah, because you've been on my team for most of the games.
Yeah. Okay. So I think it's working, but I mean, I don't know. The matchmaking is.
I mean, to be fair, matchmaking is always working when you're winning. Remember that. So. Matchmaking's working right now. If you are losing at home, make sure you send tweets at Clumsy. He can make sure his matchmaking is fixed for you, so you start winning the games again.
Yeah, no.
Matchmaking all good.
Just because I win my games doesn't mean we need to carry you for your games.
Okay. I wasn't saying me. I'm winning too. I'm a winner. However, in the bundle as well, there's one thing that we didn't touch on just yet, and it's called the gold key. And I wanted to do this one a little bit separately. This is going to be part of the bundle. The gold key itself, what exactly is this going to do?
Gold key.
Yeah, so, okay. So, Adventures as a whole will have a hub, and it's going to include a vault.
Okay.
Inside of this vault, we will always have each Adventures bundle included in one of the doors inside of the vault.
Right.
So you'll see the Nike's Valley of Victory door inside of the vault, and you go inside there and you'll see all the rewards. Included in there is a gold key. The gold key that you get from there, you can go out into that vault again, into a gold vault door.
Right.
That includes some exclusively limited skins to only the gold vault, You take your gold key, you can unlock any of the skins that are in there, whichever one you want. Use your key on that skin and you get it.
Whoa.
Including inside of that gold vault will be Guan Unicorn. So you'll be able to get it if you want it. It's
Gotcha.
it won't be in a chest where you have to worry. You just go get it.
It's part of a bundle, so you'll get the Nike skin, you'll get the banner global emote, the music theme, 15 worshippers, and a gold key that will unlock in the first segment, in the first installment of the adventures. There will be Guan Unicorn and Swashbuckler Susano will be unlockable by using your gold key in there. Now this does not mean, I'm just going to clear this up as well, this does not mean you can't get the other skin you don't purchase, because as more adventures happen, you will unlock more gold keys that you can get hold of to unlock the other skins as well going forward.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
You got it.
Awesome. This game mode looks amazing. What are you most excited about with this game mode coming out?
Capturing some flags.
Capturing flags?
Yeah.
You're in the base stealing them already.
Yeah, I'm already stealing your flag.
That's smart. What about you, Clums?
I think the banner emote is really cool, and also smacking people in the face with the flag.
Yeah. What about you, Matt, at the end?
I want to see all the Loki players.
Oh, no.
I want to see, get them out there. Show me some videos of some sick Loki captures.
Loki mains for days. Anything else you want to add to that? For
I was liking that guy.
I'm just excited.
It's so unfortunate that I have to hate him now.
Or like, this team has created something that's just really fun, amazing. Everyone's having a lot of fun. So I'm just excited to actually play against people that are like more my competition, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On your level.
Yeah. A little bit on my level. Yeah.
Guys, thanks so much for joining us. I'm going to head over to Taco, who's going to stall while we get new people on the set. We don't care about Taco, really. Over to you, Taco.
That actually hurts Hindu. That... Okay, anyway, as all you guys saw, that new game mode is honestly looking pretty fantastic. I know I'm more than excited to go ahead and introduce myself to some capture
Stall,
the game.
Taco, stall!
Capture the game, well, yeah. Capture the flag.
Capture
so,
the game.
if anything, I know that, like we discussed, Loki is going to be in the game mode, and honestly, I want to see some of you guys pulling out your best stuff, because like you guys, or like you all you Loki mains, I should say, I just want to watch the world burn. And it'll be the perfect opportunity if we go ahead and introduce that guy into Capture the Flag. And like they mentioned, with the opportunity for it being free to play and you guys getting a chance to unlock some really cool skins if you go ahead and participate in that, it's a really great opportunity all around. And like I said, we're all looking forward to it. But if anything, I've seen and heard a little bit here and there about something to do with balance changes and items that need twerk, something about Boombas. But yeah, we don't really want to bother you guys too much about that.
No, please, Taco.
Call it for the day.
No, Taco, please.
Honestly, though, we're gonna go ahead and have Hindu introduce you guys to some of the balance changes that we have coming your way up very soon.
Very soon or right now?
Taco. Your jokes are about as entertaining as your dress sense.
Man, you're so brutal.
You have to be. You break them and you build them back up. Look at you, Pon.
It's fair.
A long time ago on these patch notes show you were useless.
Hindu is so savage.
Wow.
Look at you now. Look how far you've come.
I guess I did use slow-mo and camera rope, and I didn't crash in the middle of patch notes.
See? Welcome to the new patch notes set, I should say, and now it's on for the patch notes itself with the item balance and changes to Conquest that you always like to love in here as well. We're going to get straight on.
This is all I really care about.
Paper here to run through. We're going to start things off with
pre-workout coming in now.
Miscellaneous.
Yep.
Is where we should start. And we'll start off with Tower's backdoor protections are no longer removed by God Pets.
Yeah, so this one is actually the biggest change we've
it's
probably had in a
about
while.
time.
Yeah, so this one is, there's backdoor protection is kind of this invisible rule that exists in Smite where towers are a lot tankier when you don't have any minions around or god pets around. And that was something that was just kind of invisible, as well as it made a few characters really, really, really potent.
That's huge!
Which is kind of a frustrating experience to have happen to you in general.
Wow.
And so we're just removing that. We are aware, however, though, that some characters kind of relied on that, like
That's true.
Nuwa's Clay Soldiers, for example.
Screw Bastet.
Dropping cats on the tower in the late game.
Screw
to just
Nuwa.
push something.
Screw
so we're looking at all the characters that
Screw
we're
all of
making
them.
balance changes to 2 of them, which are actually Nuwa and Bastet.
Okay.
And we're holding off on things like Bakasur or Vulcan.
Just to see how they do with
Just to see how they continue to perform, and because like Bakasur especially, he's very, very good when you can eat the oracles or you can eat the fire elemental camp, and that's something we want to watch before we make any more adjustments.
Okay, so for now, back to
Rip Timoni and his Herblaze,
see how this
dude.
goes going forward. We'll move on to items next, and the first thing to state as well is aura items. Now, this is a big change overall. Not a big change, but a whole list, I should say, of things that happen. Do you want to explain a little bit about what we're doing here?
Yeah, so aura items are 2 things. One was they were inconsistent whether they applied to all characters or only just minions. And so now anything that would give or remove stats is going to be affecting only gods now.
Okay.
So
Okay.
New Oz Clay Soldiers again is not going to be affected by Pythagorams. Minions won't be affected by Sovereignty Aura. They all now only affect gods, and so that excludes Mystical Mail and Emperor's Arm.
So Mystical Mail and Emperor's Arm will still do things in relation to other things in the
Okay,
map, other
cool.
than gods. But Heartwood Amulet, Pestilence, Pythagoras Piece, Sovereignty, Void Shield, Void Stone, and Ward Stone will no longer, will only now apply to gods, I should say, to
that's
clear that
fine.
up as well. Next up on the list is
not a
Hand
big
of the
deal.
Gods. Fix the description stating this relic did no damage to jungle bosses.
Yeah, we added damage back to it. We didn't change the description. Now we've changed the description.
Next up is a ritual change. This is going to be Frenzied Ritual first.
Yeah,
of
'cause it
all.
was broken.
Frenzied Ritual reduced the duration of this ritual from 10 seconds down to 5 seconds.
Yeah,
That's good
so
change. It's a good
this
change.
kind of
That
encompasses
was
like
necessary.
rituals in general.
It was way
These
too
things that
strong.
You spend a lot of money on, but you get a very powerful effect.
Way
for it.
too strong.
But when you could get 2 characters in your team and have 20 seconds of this benefit, chaining it together, it was something that was really, really potent. There was an opportunity for counterplay because they were just always buffed. And so now if teams want to actually chain for that duration, they have to invest a lot more team-wide gold into that effect.
Yeah, 20 seconds compared to 10 and 2 is a decent amount. Not only that, in terms of the rituals, we're also going to be having a look at Rallying Ritual. This is one that we had an idea of, and I've seen a lot of people talk about it as well through forums and things. Rallying Ritual can no longer be used on someone that is already being teleported to, but not only that, Rallying Ritual can no longer be used on someone that is currently being teleported to.
Yes.
So you can't chain these together or all jump to the same person and end the game.
Yeah, when there were discussions happening, that was like the idea was to make it so that you can't all the team can't teleport to the same person.
Okay.
And someone was like, but what if I just teleport to the person teleporting?
And
so
you
you can't do
chain
that
it
either.
all the way through.
So we can't do that. If you want to actually do the kind of Titan
That's
push,
cool.
this change is really meant to like stop.
That is good. That is good.
Invest 2 people, maybe a ward down there to get the rest
That
of the
is
teammates in
good.
there. It's not just a Mercury ulting into the base and everyone's there suddenly.
More investment to be able to use the Rallying Ritual.
That's funny that they thought about that second part. They almost never think about that second part.
Bumba's Mask
Here we
is gonna
go.
hit this patch, or is it a buff or a nerf? We'll find
I
out.
would say this is a buff and a frustration factor removal.
Well, let's have a little look at it. It's going to be Bumba's Mask will now only apply the passive bonus health and mana gold to the closest god with Bumba's Mask that is within assist range of a defeated jungle monster count.
Wow.
So if I've got 2 people with Bumba's Mask as an example on the same team, whoever's closest is going to get the heal.
Yes, whoever was closer, whoever, as long as they're in assist range, you can't be across the map and be in contention for this. You have to be within the assist range.
By assist range, it's very similar to, I just want to check this right, is it kind of like supports when they tag a wave and leave?
Yeah.
As long as the wave is still technically tagged by them, it still counts as them getting a heal.
Yeah, that would also count for assist range too.
Cool.
So interesting.
Yeah, you'll get it. And yeah, this is mainly because like the whole reason we have the system in place in
Okay.
the first place is Bumba's at 500. If it just heals your entire team and gives them bonus gold for killing camps, it's going to be something that just everyone picks
Everyone
up.
buys 'cause it's 500 gold.
And so that's why we had the initial restriction of you have to be there to last hit. So
That's
people just
interesting.
couldn't be stacked.
So your jungler could start the camp with
So
you,
now we just made it
walk
very
away, and as long as they still had like, if you killed within a couple seconds, it could give them the heal still, as they were walking to a different camp.
It's going to have a bit of a change to its passive. It's going to increase MP5 per stack from 1.5 to 2.
So this
They
should probably
buffed
go together
Sands
with all
of
the
Time?
other ones. So let's read all the other magical mage starter items.
We've got Vampiric Shroud as well, which is going to have its passive increased mana restored from 5 to 8 per enemy kill. And not only Vampiric Shroud, but Soulstone. Sorry, I missed that one off in between for some reason. Now heals 40 mana when consuming 5 stacks. So its mana increases for all the starting mage items.
Yes. So the big thing we found was mana radiation was so needed that even though some characters might want the extra health from Vampiric Shroud and Sustain, some people might want the extra damage potential from Soulstone. Everyone went Sands of Time just because of the mana regeneration it gave. It also scales really well with cooldown reduction, but mana regeneration was a big part of it. And so we still want to be kind of the premier mage mana regen item, and so that's why it got a buff as well to compensate so it's not like overshadowed by all the rest. But all the other ones also got a little bit more mana return, so they're a little bit more usable for mid lane mages.
Interesting.
Okay. Next on
I'm
the
not
list
sure if that's
is
going to affect me
Shield
getting
of
anything but
Regal,
Sands of Time. though.
item in
Nerf
this
that
pack.
shit
Shield of
into the
Regal, we've got
ground.
a couple of nerfs. First of all, the cost of this item is going to go up by 100 gold. It was 2,000. It's now going to be 2,100 gold. Not only that, we're going to reduce the health on this item from 300 to 200.
Yeah. So Shield of Regrowth is kind of interesting because it's this really fun effect that a lot of self-healers like, characters like Thanatos can use it. camo.
It'll still be fine.
Hell, you can also put on Guan. Like, there's a lot of characters that can use.
If that's the only nerf, it's still a good item.
The difference between
100 gold, 100 health, it's still a good item. It's not probably as OP, but like it's still a good item.
Causing a lot of characters to be very, very good, and so we just want to tone that down.
It went from like
it's still an option for characters, but it's not
98% strength of an item to like 93.
If you can help it.
Yeah, there's options. If you want to go more damagey, you can build more damage item in its place. You don't have to rush this to get the survivability and everything else that comes with it.
Okay, so there's a change to Shield of Regrowth as well. Next up then, we're on to God Balance already, and I'm looking if it's an alphabetical order. It might be, we'll see.
I think we did it.
We're getting there slowly.
You didn't point it out, but we definitely got all the aura items in order.
I don't care enough about those. Just
I care.
God Balance, because everyone focuses on
that
God
was
Balance.
like a point of focus when drafting these up.
God Balance is always the focus of making sure they're in order, because people are like, oh, we've gone past S already, so that means there's no buffs to Susano or nerf to Susano.
Yeah, fair.
Probably isn't this patch either. Let's find out. Bastet. Open wounds, first of all. Increase the damage from 15% to 20%.
Can we just buff Bastet?
The cats no longer have backdoor protection.
Yeah,
right?
this was one of the 2 characters we adjusted this patch because of that change. Just give her a little bit more damage so she can kind of do what she needs to do as an assassin.
Okay. Next up after Bastet is Izanami. Izanami's going to get a small change this patch, which is the base damage decreased from 40 to 36, which means her basic attacks are a little bit less strong at the moment.
This is actually a change that happened right before Season 4. It was like one of the last changes of Season 3 where we upped her per damage scaling and her base. But now with Season 4, kind of how things have changed, new items, new meta strategies. The level 1 clear that 40 base power was providing was a little bit too high, so we're toning it down so other hunters have opportunities against her.
Awesome.
Ruined!
Is Kuzumbo, the latest guardian to enter.
He's gonna get buffed.
The God's Realm for the time being, and a couple of changes here overall. General fixed progression on the stats page, showing it was undefined. Water Bowl fixed a description error to properly convey the damage mitigation this passive provides. Next up is Shell Spikes, I believe, which is the first one. Can now be activated while Kuzumbo is under the effect of crowd control.
That's cool. That's cool.
This is one I probably want to pause on for a little bit, just because it has a lot of impact implications. Kuzumbo is a character that like a lot of people really, really like because his personality is so good, his art's so good. But there were balance concerns that he had of why would I pick him over other guardians, and so he wanted to give him make sure all his tools felt really good and had enough punch to make him this kind of brawly, in-your-face character. And one of the things was if you got CC'd, you often couldn't get Shell Spikes out in time because you need to get it out because a huge burst was coming.
You're already dead because you were CC'd to high.
Yeah, you were either CC'd or like all the burst came and then you got to activate it, and so now players
That's good. That's good.
You kind of wary at all times.
Yeah, very careful. Have to do that. Not only that, though, Sumo
That's
Slam
good.
is also going to get a bit of a buff this patch. Its damage has gone from 65 to 185. Is now going to be 80 to 200, so it's about 15 of rank by the looks of that one.
Yep.
And then on top of that,
also has a top end because you can hit 3 times.
Oh,
that's also potentially 3 times higher.
So it's 600 at top end.
Yeah.
On the highest rank of that, if you hit.
Yeah, you had to push people through a whole bunch of minions or enemies, but yeah.
So to 600 damage at Sumo Slam and Max.
They changed his ulti a lot, but they scrolled through it.
Is having a bit of a change to it this patch as well. We're going to reduce the duration of this ability.
One
to
less
2
knockup.
2.1, which works out at 1 less maximum knockup that he can do. We've increased the first hit damage on this ability though. It was 60 to 220. It's now going to be 80 to 280. It's about 20 in the early ranks.
Interesting.
60 in the later ranks here. And increase the per tick.
So they basically just increased the damage.
40 to 140. We've also increased the movement speed
To
of
make
this
up for it.
ability as well, from 35% to 45%, and fixing an issue where Kuzumbo could be knocked up during warm-up for this ability.
Yes. Lots of changes.
Is this the only change we're going to make it to, or do we think we're just going to do it in baby steps as usual, or do you reckon this is going to be enough?
Well, I think overall this will be enough personally, just because he's a character that has a lot of good potential with being able to reflect damage back. He can push people out of position. He can.
It'll be interesting to see how that affects his
his
burst damage, as him being a damage character.
Damage like a frontline kind of guardian wants to.
Yeah.
And so now with the ultimate being shorter, as well as him being able to move faster during it, he can get his damage out way quicker because he essentially front-loaded his damage more. And then he can also be around knocking more people up during it, even though it's less duration.
Okay.
He should be able to get to places where he needs to be. And so I think overall these changes will help push him at least in the right direction, helping him be a little bit more.
See how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
After Kuzumbo, it's on to Nuwa. We said she was going to get a bit of love thanks to backdoor protections being removed on her.
I like me some Nuwa.
Shining Metal, increased magical power scaling from 50% to 65%. And also, when this is exploded with the minions involved, we've decreased the minion explode magical power scaling from 30% to 25% to factor in that.
Yeah, so this essentially makes Shining Metal just better on its own. It'll scale a little bit better on its own, and then when you combine it with the minions, it still has a higher top-end damage.
Yep.
I think even if you detonate all three, they don't actually work the way that they all just explode together. It's mainly the pen that they provide that gives all the damage, and so this should make her just more potent overall, which was the kind of change we wanted for someone that got backdoor protections removed.
Okay. Next on the list is Osiris.
Yeah.
Is that a god?
Yeah, this one I'm actually really excited for.
Okay, why are you excited for it?
I don't know, I just like, there's something about characters that have like these high skill caps of like, you have to know how to chain your auto attacks correctly and cancel properly. You have to land a whole bunch of skill shots in like sequence to actually do really well. There's something about these characters I just like.
Well, let's go through Osiris, shall we? Sickle Strike, first of all. Increase the damage from 60 to 220 is now going to be 60 to 240, but the power scaling of this is going to go up by 10% as well, from 30% to 40%.
I think Osiris is something.
We're going to have Spirit Flail as well, which is going to have the damage changed on this as well. 80 to 280, it's now 70 to 290, so smaller bottom end, higher top end. But also the physical power scaling of this is going
whoa! 25% increase?
Power scaling has gone up, so building more damage would allow more damage.
Yeah, it's essentially Osiris has a problem where his early game is really good, especially if you can cleave a lot of your auto attacks, you can poke effectively.
25% is a big increase. Now I guess he is a warrior, you know, physicals have less scaling compared to mages,
a little
but
bit higher, so his
still a
A
lot.
little bit varied. Right now you have to go like a chain-sized chainsaw, which doesn't give you enough defenses and doesn't really give you enough damage. You go pure tankiness, but then you're not contributing as much to the fight. So now he can build a little bit more damage in his kit. His build options are a little bit more open, and that should hopefully bring him a little bit more success in the late game.
Okay. Well, next up is Ratatoska. What's the focal point with
Nerf
Ratatoska?
him!
I think the focal point for Ratatoska is to remove some of the kind of benefits, like free bonuses, like ease to land of his ultimate. Stuff like him getting reduced dark cooldown, making sure that like he can't just really dominate the early game jungle because he can buy the acorn quickly.
Okay.
Which is, there's no damage adjustments here. They're all changes to like his functionality.
Okay, well, let's have a look at the functionality changes to Ratatoska then. The Acorn of Yggdrasil. First of all, increase the cost of the Acorn of Swiftness from 500 to 700, so that's the tier 2 part of the Acorn.
So if you want to get both,
itself remains at 1600 though at the top end.
If you want the starter item plus
there,
it's
so it's
a lot better now.
Yeah, it'll slow down your ability to buy it as quickly in the jungle at the start.
Okay.
That's
and then on top of that, Dart, we've decreased the cooldown reduction from Flurry of
Let's just go boomers
Acorn
anyway,
from 2 seconds to 1 second per god hit.
That's big.
And not only that, through the Cosmos, the ultimate, reduced the landing radius from 25 to 20.
You have to actually aim it now. Nice.
Yep, it can't hit your whole team. There's more juke potential. Ratatoska players have to be a little more skillful with where they choose to land because they can't just get everyone.
Yeah, dude, rock fat. I agree. I agree.
Dash in, and then he was kind of free to get a whole bunch of bonus and benefits.
Yeah.
And then he could get out really quickly. He has to be a little more careful now. When he ults, he has to be a little bit more like cautious of where he's landing. And then when he's out early in the jungle, he can't rely on getting the acorn as quickly as he currently is.
Okay. That's Ratatoska. Next up is Sol. We mentioned we were going to be looking at Sol as time went on after moving the Fatalis effect on her Disapparate. Well, these are some of the changes we're going to be looking at doing. Radiance, first of all. We fixed an issue where this wasn't proccing on heal effects. We have, however, decreased the cooldown from 15 seconds to 13 seconds. But not only that, this used to heal 5, 10, all the way up to 25% of missing health at ranks as you level it. Instead, it's going to be 25% at all ranks now, to try and give it a little bit more sustain. Because
this one we talked about this before on the show, but like the stable scaling factor. It's 5% at rank 1, but you're also 600.
I'm gonna throw. I can't stop throwing.
Because it's missing health, which means you have to be low to really get any benefit from this. We just want to make it 20.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
You can see at the bottom, increases damage of successful hits from 20% to 30%.
25% missing health.
Yeah, these are all targeted to give Sol a little bit better heat generation.
25% at rank 1?
Damage if she actually lands a whole bunch, especially on like grouped up people, it's going to do a lot more.
Yeah, just fuck it. Give her ulti more damage, dude. What could go wrong?
Frustration if it gets too strong. And so this should help Sol just be kind of a better laner overall.
Yeah, man. Sure.
This is up to T now. Terra is the first one on this list, and we're going to be looking at her monolith here. A lot of changes overall with Terra going backwards and forwards with nerfs, and now, well, there's a bit of a change here. We'll talk about this one for after I said it. Fix an issue where monolith would could be damaged by minions or jungle monsters, as well as Monolith now deals 70 to 200 damage immediately when broken by force of nature.
Interesting.
And reduce the damage per tick from 15 to 35 to 10 to 18.
Interesting.
Okay, so overall, just explain this for me. There's a burst component on impact now, as well as still the root and the dot damage after, but the dot damage is less because you've got a burst component.
Yes, and so I think overall, actually, if you were to stand in all the dot, you would actually take 20 more damage than currently is in live.
Right.
But the burst component up front really makes it so that like you can actually hit it effectively. It was kind of this weird thing where Terra's been really valued for her heal component.
Yes.
Really heavily.
Interesting. That's
the heal
cool.
component kind of made her this ult bot, and for a character that has this passive that lets you brawl really effectively, you have stuns, you can control people.
Slows, yeah.
She just didn't have kind of like enough team fight damage.
I like it. I like it.
Instead
That's
of
big.
Bringing back some of the heal components that we nerfed previously,
big.
we're just moving her a little bit more of that brawly direction where she can have her damage up front, especially because
now we can finally beat Sean, dude. You're going down, Sean.
Let's have a look at Terra and the end of the patch notes. Not really, there's one more.
Yeah, we have one more.
Tough.
Rematch.
Also on this list for a little bit of a balance change.
No.
This patch,
Ripped
and
off.
the change is going to be evade and punish. Evade and punish now stops on the first enemy god hit. Does that mean it doesn't penetrate anymore?
It does not penetrate until it hits a god. Yes.
Rejoice.
Yeah, this one was there was a lot of proposed kind of fixes that were going to be
That's
talked about
interesting.
and we were just kind of throwing around. And I think the one that we ended up really liking was that this didn't pass through anymore because we saw that Thoth was really struggling. We added the stun component, and we saw that players.
That's an interesting way to go about that.
And performing okay, kind of within like what other characters do. Players who were still struggling with him were generally players who were newer to him or just weren't as experienced. So for hard mage, that kind of makes sense. But the absolute top end that it was causing, where like you could stun through 3 people instead of the whole enemy team, that's something that's generally reserved to like you have to be in melee range, and you have to get really close, or it has to be an ultimate ability. But this is happening on a relatively low cooldown dash, and so that's no longer the case.
Interesting.
Extreme top end is now limited.
That's gonna be a really good way to do that.
The first person it hits, but if it's through minions, it will pass through all the minions and still hit a god of the end potentially as well.
Cool.
That's exactly how to work.
Awesome. And that's a little look at Toth and the final god that got changed this patch.
That is actually all the balanced patch notes.
It's not been a bad patch.
Yeah, we hit rituals, a few items, changed some aura stuff, a whole bunch of god balance changes. I think overall it's pretty solid.
And you guys did see as well.
Pretty decent changes, man. Pretty decent changes.
Next patch as well, 4.4. You saw AJ tweeting about.
Outside of Soul.
Yeah. Whenever these
Honestly,
patches are coming out, there's generally like a plan, like 4 or 5 patches kind of ahead of time with like loose goals that want to be.
Anyway, pretty good patch, y'all. Everything seemed to make sense, except for the soul change. I don't know about 25% missing health at level 1 on an ability. I mean, I get that it's it's not max health, it's missing health. I get it, but like 25% at level 1. I mean, obviously you're not gonna get it at level 1. Shit, you might get it at level 1 actually. It's always been good jungle clear, but you're not gonna get the jungle. You gotta get it 2 first. The point being, you gotta get a second. Anyway. I guess I'm a soul main now. I guess I'm playing in mid. So, whatever, I guess. But thank you guys for coming out and watching. I will see you all bright and early.